Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that never really messes with box cutters, to be honest. But today, that's what we're going to talk about. A box cutter by Boker. And this one was sent to us by our friends over at the Blade Ops. It is an interesting piece that I think some of you will be curious about. And many of you use box cutters at work and so on. This is the Boker Kalashnikov Auto Knife Box Cutter Blade. And this is pretty cool. Comes in this, magazine box here. Very, very neat. There is the Knerfel. Bing bong. And there you go. There's the box cutter. This comes in the Kalashnikov Auto Series standard handle. This aluminum handle here. And there's our deep carry pocket clip. Very smart design, kind of folds over the top of that standoff. We have an open construction design, some milled out sections to act as jimping, and there's our button. Here's the action. Boom, there she is. So very cool looking piece. Replaceable blades, and they're easy change out with this button right here. You can just kind of pull out, pop them in, which I really appreciate, by the way. I use box cutters in the shop and so on, and I just got like the Genera ones, and they're kind of a pain in the butt to change the razor. So let me know in the comments, would this appeal to you guys? Would you carry one of these? What would you end up using it for? I guess everything you use a razor for, right? And just a very interesting piece if you ask me. I just wanted to do a wham bammer. Andy sent this from Blade Ops. I said send anything you want, and he sent this, so apparently he feels like you guys would be interested in such a thing. And you may be, you may not be. If you are, let me know why. If not, let me know why. For me, I don't carry a box cutter. I used to carry one at work when I did HVAC, obviously. But for me, for my tater digging, I like a longer blade. That being said, this could be a very versatile solution for a lot of you guys that are working in the trades and or you just really prefer a razor for your cutting tasks. It's very, very nice. It has some nice action. It's centered nicely. Runs $64.95. Now, do you think that's worth it? Is this more of a glorified fidget toy? Or do you see the functionality in something like this? I could see an argument made for either. It's a very popular series, the Kalashnikov series. You see them all over the place. Many different flavors and varieties of blade shape and so on. The overall length on this guy is 7.5 inches. And the handle length is 4.25 inches. So it's a black aluminum handle, as I mentioned, with a deep carry pocket clip. It only runs you 3.6 ounces. And I think if you kept a thing on you with like a whole bunch of extra blades, this would be a very functional piece with a lot of intrinsic value. I could see this being used for a lot of different things. I could see this being very handy to have. That being said, you guys in the trades, I'm sure you got like some like $10 box cutter and it works just fine. This might be handy if you were up on a ladder. I could see that. 30-foot extension ladder, you're up there, you need your razor, pyaw, you're scraping away at this and that, cutting this. I don't know. Now, in my state of Colorado, autos were made legal a handful of years ago. And one of the things that helped get that done was a call to action from rock climbers, saying that when they were way up there and they had one hand free and they needed to cut something in an emergency, an auto would do the trick. And they passed it. They're legal. So check your local laws in your state, whether or not you can have this and carry this, and or let me know what you would mainly use this for. Do you have one? Do you carry a box cutter now? If so, why? Is it for work? Is it for personal? And or do you think this is just a collector's piece? I think it's really neat. It's like a really neat item. And I can see why he sent it to me. It definitely will spark the discussion below. With that being said, I'm not really sure if I would pick it up for me. And at $64.95 on Blade Ops currently, use the link below. Is that a good deal to you? I can tell you the handle is solid construction. This whole thing feels solid. The action is really, really nice. I know a lot of you guys are wondering what the action would be like with this big block part here flicking out. And it's actually really nice. It puts a lot of weight out front and it kind of accelerates the opening with really nice action. Very authoritative. I don't know, just feels great in hand. I mean, these finger grooves that come with the Kalashnikov series just feel like they were made to fit my hands. So if you have medium, large hands, they're going to be perfect. Large should be fine. Medium should be fine. Small, if you got really skinny fingers, maybe that would displace you here. I don't think so. I think it'll fit any hands from, small to large. If you have giant hands, maybe it's a problem. But I do not. I got my medium-large mitts, and this fits like a glove. It's not going anywhere, and I can use my thumb to really press into the cut if I wanted to. Your draw cuts are not a problem. This is neat. A very interesting piece. I do appreciate you guys for sending this in. Blade Ops, thank you. And you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this Boker Auto Kalashnikov box opener. I'm glad we got to show it on the channel. It mixes things up. I wanted to try some new light settings here. And there we go. You guys let me know in the comments what you think of this sucker. And I'll see you next week on 5 Minute Knives.